Jenna, you cheated. Jenna just called me and I texted her and said, hey, I'm going to go live real quick. Jenna, we were trying to get parked here and take advantage of some light, but we just missed it. Uh, so that's why I want to go live real quick. So we'll give this one a minute. There's a couple more joining in. But for the replay gang, Eric and Captain Dave here, make sure you check out driverlineup.com. And of course, I self-proclaim to be the world's okayest steering wheel holder. But for the replay gang, Heathen stealing Brad Limelight from your live. Is Brad live? I don't know. I haven't checked. We have to do our live right now because I got to go to bed. We're going to go get something to eat and then go to bed. But for the replay gang, real quick, because of this morning's video, I wasn't able to do a video update, but we still magically somehow are avoiding winter. We're headed back to Florida. So we've been in Florida more times since we've been doing Dave's TNT than I've been in Florida this year.
Which has been great.
Yeah, it has been great for both of us because he gets to, our loads have had a little bit of time, so he gets to see his wife on our way to our 01s and 90s and etc. So, oh, he's live with Junior. Okay. Well, I don't mind stealing limelight from Junior. What's up, guys? Yeah, I would have waited, honestly, but we can't wait. Got to eat and go to bed. So anyway, we did Bradenton, Florida, orange juice to Walmart in Oklahoma. Then we ran a killer load, Walmart load, from Bentonville, Arkansas to Plainview, Texas. Paid almost $3 a mile. And then we picked up this load
Cactus.
in Cactus, north of Amarillo, beef load with a stop just outside of Atlanta and 2 stops in Jacksonville. So it's been 70 degrees for us, like, I don't know, it seems like damn near his entire TNT.
Except for the first couple of days, it was cold. We were up in Illinois, but it's been great since then.
Yeah, so things are going. Who is Brad? Brad is country trucker. Brad drives my other truck. Lucky trucker. It's Gnome Logistics. What's going on? Just a Big D. What's up, man?
Hey, D.
Heavy Metal Hauls. Truckerpreneurs. That's a cool name. I like that. So Dave pulled into this truck stop, and from the interstate, it looked nightmarishly packed. So at the fuel island, I jumped over behind the steering wheel, thinking I was going to have to go really wiggle my way into a spot, and he pointed out like the easiest spot I think I've ever seen. So, not that he needs an easy spot. He's been doing some backing, but it was kind of fun. Do you look like you're from ZZ Top? Just saying.
Duck Dynasty, ZZ Top, whatever.
Kind of burned it off. 80 degrees in Texas. Yeah, it was windy as hell when we were coming through. Man, last night the wind was crazy. Thanks, content is coming soon. Okay, cool. I really like the name. What weather app do you use? Well, I use Windy like crazy. I've been using Windy for the last 2 days. So I use Windy. If you're on iOS, Dark Sky is a great app. weather radar. I don't know. Maybe I should do a video about that because I've got like 9 weather apps that I use. Thunderly, uh, and then one of my favorite YouTubers by far for weather is Ryan Hall, y'all. Like I'm not saying Ryan Hall, y'all. That's his whole. That's the whole YouTube. Ryan Hall, y'all. I'm telling you guys, he is on it. And he's got like $100,000 live streaming set up in his house. It literally sirens and a light goes off behind him in his studio when there's a tornado warning issued by the National Weather Service. He's got like $100,000 storm chasing vehicle, and he's always on point. And usually, like a day before. In fact, I think he's live tonight covering this new tornado outbreak that's happening up north tonight.
They call it a snow.
Yeah, snow nados.
Snow
He said
NATO.
he thinks there might be snow nados tonight. Um, so anyway, sorry I don't have a better answer for you on the weather apps, but I will get a good answer. I'll make a video because I don't really know them all by name. I just know that I tap on the icons. Of course, the reefer fires up, and the reefer next to us is the loudest reefer I think I've ever heard. Anyway, so we're I told Dave when we started his TNT that I was hoping. I literally said if we're lucky, we'd be at 12,000 miles before he goes home for Christmas. Before I go home for Christmas, we are very much on pace for that number. Um, we're not letting ourselves get bummed, but we were just having a conversation about how if we didn't get bungled up with that orange juice load down in Florida, and then we're in Springfield for 3 or 4 days.
15 grand probably.
Yeah, he'd probably be over 15,000. But I think we're feeling pretty good about 12,000. He's going to go home for the full week, Christmas and New Year's. I'll be home for the full week, Christmas and New Year's. And New Year's is Jenna's birthday. New Year's Eve. I always get it wrong. Jenna, is it New Year's Eve or New Year's? I literally told a lady the other day in a store, she asked me what date it was, and I was like, man, I can't even remember.
31st?
I said, I can't remember my wife's birthday, and it's either New Year's evening or New Year's Day, which is crazy. How can I not remember that? Anyway.
And our anniversary is New Year's Eve, so it'll be nice to be home for us too.
Yeah, so, it's kind of it's okay, you know. We'll be behind by a week for a worthy cause. I guess that's the way to put it. New Year's Eve. Yeah.
Gotta get out of the hole, so to speak, right?
Yeah. So our plan is to come back on January 2nd and just go full ham for the month of January, because we only need 4,500 miles a week to hit his 30,000 by the end of January, and that's not a real crazy number. You guys, longtime subscribers will be interested to know that we're going to try to go to California from Springfield on January 2nd. I haven't. Jenna, correct me if I'm wrong. I don't think we went to California this year. And I'm going to start next year. Try to start next year going to California. Yates was what did he say? We have to get together once you come home. Yeah, sounds good, man. I have your hoodie too. Toys for TWATS. I'm not going to say your name, but nice try. They try to get me sometimes.
Yeah.
People will say, "Hey, will you say my name?" And it's like, no, I'm not going to say that. So anyway, we have not been to California since 2019. Has it been that long? Really? Maybe.
Wow. You do not like California.
But Frosted Flake, what the fuck? You're going to California? Yeah, exactly. Chris stuck on I-80 and roads closed. It's scary out here. Still? Man.
That's a bummer.
Is that still going on? Jenna, my wife, already wants to get you baby stuff, aka baby fever. Speaking of the baby, and if you guys have questions if anybody has questions for Captain Dave, throw them in there. TNT related questions. But speaking of the baby, and we're only going to go for another 10 or so minutes because we're next to a huddle house. You guys know I'm team huddle house. Uh, Jenna she went for ultrasound today. So we actually got to see our son, which is really trippy.
I'll bet.
Jenna, he's 19 weeks, let's see, 19 weeks, 4 days, and he's at 10 ounces.
Jenna, did they give you a new due date? Did they adjust your due date?
Yeah, Jenna, I meant to ask that. Dave, how is the sleeping in a moving truck like?
You know what? I like it. It rocks me to sleep. I don't have a
He does.
problem falling asleep at
He
all.
does sleep back there.
I thought I might, but it doesn't bother me one bit. I guess I'm tired, after driving, so I drop right off to sleep, and I've been sleeping very well. Very happy with it.
Yeah, he sleeps pretty good back there. So yeah, she says 19 weeks, 4 days, 11 ounces. Yep. I mean, our loads haven't been crazy team loads, so we've been getting rest part too. Potentially a new due date, yes. Okay, so we don't know that yet.
Okay.
Yes, still going in, came through, oh, still going on in Wyoming, came through 80 3 days ago, stuck for 1 day, then going back, stuck again because they closed the roads again. Lots of truck rollovers and jackknifes. Ugh. Yeah, Jenna says likely need a C-section. I didn't know if you wanted to discuss that, but I guess it's out there. Stone Cold Kenworth is better than Freightliner, and that's the bottom line. I can't. I don't. I don't know enough about Kenworth to say that. You guys know that I find value in both the Freightliner and Peterbilt. I think there's pros and cons to both. But we've been talking a lot about Kenworths, and I would order a Kenworth from everything I've seen. I would like to get in one, a new T680. Sleep on a Freightliner. Well, I can't sleep in a Freightliner that's moving. That's one of the big cons.
Well, didn't you say too that I had heard that there were Kenworths possibly coming into the pipeline, but you heard they're not. Is that right?
Yeah, in the
Okay.
I don't know why it doesn't show. It's not showing that you actually are doing an inspection or that you did an inspection.
Mm-hmm.
Let's have that. Yeah, at the DAB meeting, I think it was, yeah, at the DAB meeting, they said that. So here's how it works, and this is not stuff that I asked Haley with Success Leasing if I could talk about the things that she talked about, and she said that all the manufacturers that all the manufacturers came to us and said you can order 70% of what you ordered last year. That's the maximum number of trucks you can order this year because of all the chips and all that stuff. Well, we didn't order any Kenworths last year. So Kenworth came back and said, you can't order any Kenworths, even though they had already agreed to sell us Kenworths. So from that meeting, it was basically that there was no indication it was happening. But I interviewed Success Leasing after that, and they said they were still trying to go back and get trucks. They just didn't have any contractual language or agreement in place yet. They're trying to get trucks from everywhere, anywhere and everywhere. Kenworths are ladies' truck. Excuse me, Jenna, no offense. Some strong.
Was that Jen?
Stone Cold, what's more beautiful, Kenworth Long Hood or Long Hood Peterbilt? Oh, I'm going with Peterbilt. Long Nose Peterbilt is, man, they're beautiful trucks. I have to go with Peterbilt on that one. But I was telling Captain Dave, I like the grill on the uh, T680s. I really like the Kenworth grill. It's not anything like a long nose Pete or a long nose KW, but where can I spend my drive coin at? Man, just wait. Just wait. Uh, that's for a whole other conversation. But in short, to give your answer here, I'm waiting on Sunday Swap, which is a Cardano blockchain uh, coin swap exchange, to come out of beta so that I can create a liquidity pool. But that's a whole other thing. What else? Any more questions? See, Eric knows Kenworth, ain't it? But I think I would buy a Kenworth. I want to get in one, but I know a lot of people with T680 and they like them. You guys know Wildbeard Trucking, the YouTuber. He's got a T680 and he loves it. What else? What do you have? Any updates?
I've got a video going out tonight, Simple Plan Trucking, talking about the nomadic life of trucking, kind of like we're the modern day cowboys. Eric and I had a long talk about that yesterday, so get a chance, check out my channel tonight.
Yeah, I think you guys will like that video. I haven't seen it yet, but I know we had a really cool conversation about it on the road. Jenna's like, no, oh, nomadic story making dinner. Oh, sorry, making dinner. Jenna, we're both of us can eat eggs and bacon any time of the day. Just so you know, it's not just me.
Oh yeah, breakfast is always a hit.
Because I was thinking earlier, I'm like, well, I'm just gonna sneak off and get breakfast. 'Cause it's probably weird to him, but he was like, oh no, no, I'm going. I'm going too. I know not many of you are Team Huddle House, but there's one right next to this Love's.
I'm okay with Huddle House, but down where I am, we don't have nearly as many. Waffle House rules down there. And I was thinking the menus were about the same, but I guess they are a little bit different.
Brand new Cascades are basically like the previous ones from past years. The only thing that changed on the outside was the front hood. Well, does anybody know if the 23s are going to have any body style changes? Because my third truck's going to be a 23.
Another Cascade.
Yeah, Cascadia. And it's the manufacturers never let any information leak out until right about when they ship the first trucks, which is frustrating because you don't really know what you're ordering. But I'd be curious to know. Cas- Cascadia's engine layout is definitely different. Engine layout or interior? What's up, JL?
Hey Ross, I was wanting to ask you. Listen, how do you like that? How do you
I
like that?
didn't. I didn't do it.
Uh, the You got that Falcon camera system. I saw a video where you installed that a few months ago. I wanted to see if you like that. I
Did you
might give you a
intentionally
call on
say
that.
Ross?
Probably.
So Johnson's Logic. Now, if he ever mentions you on his channel, I bet you he's gonna call you that word too. But yeah, he was talking about your camera system today. Maybe if you have a video or something, you could put it in the comments down below.
He's probably done a review on it, but I haven't seen it. I'd like to know some more if he likes it or
Absolutely
Oh,
love it.
great.
Highly recommend. Cool.
Good.
All right, what are we at? 21 minutes. Well, we've already logged his inspection, so we're going to get off of here and actually go do the inspection
There you go.
and then go get some grub, and then I'm going to bed. You guys don't have any brain busters tonight. Well, oh man, nice to meet again. Hey, Jenna. Well, if you're out there, you guys be safe. More tornadoes and stuff coming tonight, apparently. Again, check out Ryan Hall Y'all on YouTube. Uh, great weather channel for a great resource. He's always ahead of the game, so be sure to check him out and subscribe. I think he goes live when these extreme weather fronts come through. So it's a great resource. Check him out for that storm tonight. If you're up there in Wyoming in the snow, please be careful. Christmas Eve is next week.
That's right.
So Christmas is around the corner. This is the first Christmas that Jen and I will be home for 3 years. So we're really looking forward to it. But if you guys are not going to be able to make it home for Christmas, thank you for doing what you do. And hopefully you can have as Merry Christmas as possible next week. Anyway, be safe, make good decisions, and as always, drive to thrive. Catch up with you guys soon.